Hey guys, welcome back to another Splatoon 3 video. Another big run event has been reused, and I believe we are heading off to Ink Block Art Academy for this one, so let's get right to it. Yeah, so funny story about this. When this big run was originally announced, it said we was going back to Wahoo World again. I'm guessing it was just bugged and the developers were like, oh, that was not meant to happen, let's switch that real quick. So yeah, this was the big run that introduced Ouroboros. As you can see, it's the prize you can try and win again. Yeah, Inkblot Art Academy. It's definitely a challenging map to get around, especially on high tide. But yeah, it's definitely more interesting. Right, this is your quotas. You want to get these scale trophies? This is your score you got to get. I got top 10%, I think, the first time round, so I'll see if I can do better. Right, let's put on the classic pink slop suit again, since I don't think the Splatoon 2 uniform or the recolors were added yet from when this big run originally began. So let's get to it. Hopefully weapon RNG is not too bad. Alright, we're back. Ink Block Art Academy. Oh dear. Right. See how things are looking. Alright, not bad. Just a moment. Alright, can you shut up for a moment, Grizz? I want a nice picture. Alright, thank you, Grizz. Alright, let's get to it. Our teammates are going to need it. Alright, not bad. We're doing pretty alright so far. Yep, we can see the abundance of eggs. Almost 40 for the first wave. Nice. Okay, we got high tide. Now, this is what I was referring to earlier when I said about how this was one of the much harder maps to play Big Run on, especially when you get a scenario like this. Hope and pray you don't get too many fly fish or steel eels. All too many scrappers, they can screw you over too. Alright, nice. Speak of the devil, there's a steel eel. What was good with this weapon? I've most likely said this before, but I'll say it again. I am so hyped for Switch 2, man. I want to see desperately what Nintendo has been cooking in the headquarters. Because I have no doubt that Metroid Prime 4 is going to be a cross-gen release, like how The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was when the first Switch came out. I would also love to see what Nogami is doing in regards to the next mainline Splatoon entry, or maybe even spin offs, which I've said before. And you can look for many YouTube channels talking about the possibility of spin offs because there is quite a lot with how diverse Splatoon is. I brought this example up in the past of what Salmon Run could be like, if it even is going to be Salmon Run at that point. Remember the Grand Festival Big Run? We killed billions of salmonid, took over 1 billion of their golden eggs, so I have no doubt they're going to do everything they can to push us back. What would be a really cool way to open Splatoon 4, particularly maybe on the more story mode side of things? Again, stop begging for Great Turf War. I don't think you guys really want that because you'll be stuck playing as Inklings. Anyway, is the Salmonid invading Inkopolis or Splatsville? And you get to see all your previous avatars, Agent Captain 3, Agent 4, Agent 8, Neo 3 as people call them. And then you see a new character like in a cloak or like maybe in the shadows evacuating with everyone else. And then that's when we meet, the new idols and the new shopkeepers, everything new. Make the Salmonid more of a threat. Like they were already very threatening in this game. The upgrade from 2 to 3. I want to see them like go crazy, honestly. As I was mentioning in the last match about how I would love Splatoon 4 to make the Salmonids more of a threat, since the Octarians aren't really going to be a threat anymore because Octavio sided with us at the end of 3's story mode. I would love to see like the whole Salmonid society because it is very different from Inkling and Octoling societies, like very different. I recommend Rassicus's video on Salmonid lore. You'll learn a lot about them, and they're kind of crazy, not gonna lie. Anyway, imagine above the King Salmonids, there's like a Lord Salmonid or something like that that rules over all of them. And what if they decide enough's enough? And there could be a rare chance in Salmon Run, again, presuming it's still going to be a thing for lore purposes, they come out and they're like an absolute nightmare to take out. But the rewards would be absolutely insane if you managed to take them down. Yeah, the overall theory scene for Splatoon 4 has been really interesting. There's so many videos you can watch if you'd like to see people's different interpretations of how it can go. Alright, we didn't do too badly on high tide. You can see how hectic it gets really quickly when you're up here. And I'm guessing we're still stuck with it. Yep. I guess another video I could recommend while I'm here, since I already mentioned Brassicus, because they are a Splatoon lore expert. So if you love Splatoon and its lore, check them out. Why not check out Cosmic Cloud as well? Cosmic Cloud makes good videos. I liked their Splatoon 4 theory about focusing on the ocean, since that was the past and where, the whole franchise began, with all sea life evolving into how we see them now. Again, do a YouTube search on Splatoon 4 theories and stuff. It's great. I've seen so many good ones. But yeah, I don't expect much of Splatoon 4. That's if it even gets shown at the Splatoon. Why did I go to say Splatoon? The Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, which I am still hyped for, as I mentioned earlier. If we do get anything Splatoon 4 or Splatoon related, I cannot speak English once again. I expect it to only be a tease, honestly. I'm not expecting anything crazy. Kind of like how Splatoon 3 started out. Nothing crazy. We saw the beta version of Scorch Gorge. It looked cool. Everyone was hyped. That kind of deal. Another thing as well, I really do hope that Mario sports games get a better treatment. Because this whole free updates nonsense absolutely ruined the later ones. Like Tennis Aces was okay, but from Super Golf Super Rush, or as everyone likes to jokingly refer to it as Golf Super Rushed, it just went downhill. And it's like you may as well given them more years in the development of them, because that would have been better than releasing it as it was. Wow, I guess we're spending the whole match high tide. Then we are in it rough. Ooh, nice. I didn't know you could do that with Dynamo Roller. I guess that flipper flopper is at just the right angle. I guess another theory that I've been thinking about for Salmon Run. What if there's a second ocean species that have a similar society to the salmon is? Like, what if they call for help for like other sea life that are like them? Like, what if there's like, I don't know, stingrays, sharks, maybe the cuttlefish? Maybe cuttlefish, like something like that. I don't know. They could really do a lot. I almost missed that egg. Right, that was a tight match, not gonna lie. 50 eggs last wave. Nice. Alright, we got a problem. We got to take that stinger out. Ah, almost. Alright, things are getting spiced up. A mothership. This could be fun. I know most of you don't care about this, but I have been finding better ways to hold my Pro Controller so I'm less likely to fidget. It's great, honestly. I mean, just one of my fingers is absurdly long along the ZL button, but hey, if it means I'm comfortable and, I can focus more, then that's great. Again, not that anyone cares, but, I've mentioned it before in the past, fidgeting, so, yeah. And for anyone who's saying about there's more Switch 2 leaks, I ain't watching them. I ain't getting into them. I want to be as surprised as I can when April 2nd rolls around. April 2nd, 2025. I'm saying this so this video won't age us terribly. Oh, we got some stray eggs. Let's go, Chris Go Doolies. I've mentioned this in the first rerun event for Big Run when we did Wahoo World again, and I'll mention it again. Stuff like the Grisco Doolies and Tribumerates were not a thing at the time. It was only Ouroboros, and you didn't have as many Grisco weapons. It was mainly only the ones that returned from Splatoon 2. Yeah, it's nice that they've given, that the big runs that they're redoing the same quality of life updates as, what came throughout the update cycle. Speaking of which, I wonder what Springfest's theme is going to be this time round. Because the first time round, Springfest's was what's your favourite baby animal? Baby chicks, little bunnies, or bear cubs. I don't know why they phrased it as little bunnies. I guess that feels like something Fry would describe them as, since that was her team and I was on her team. So what could it be this time? I don't know. Maybe they choose a new selection of baby animals and say, out of these lot, which do you think's the cutest? I almost said coolest. Yeah, I guess that could apply. That was a monumentally dumb mistake I just made there. Alright, cheers. I really hope they keep the King Salmonid thing that they introduced in this game, because I love the designs for them all. They're really cool. Even though we only got 3, I still think they're all really sick. Boris has always been my personal favourite, Ouroboros. The design of it is just really cool, and I love the sounds it makes. It's creepy but cool. And then, of course, Joe came along. I still find that hilarious, that the Splatoon community came together, looked at Megalodontia, and just went, yeah, his name is Joe. I love the Splatoon community sometimes, I really do. For moments like that. I also just love that at the start of Splatoon 3, when I played the Splatfest demo, which you can check out on my channel, I did make videos for it, and yeah, the quality may not be as up to as it is in my more recent videos. I still recommend a watch just to see me absolutely fangirl over the game before it comes out. Oh, speaking of which, Trivumerate time. Trivumerate time. Oh boy. Here we go. Alright, what did I get? Alright, I can make this work. I can do damage to Chorozuna and Megalodontia. What are you doing? Lead Joe over to Boris. We all have short-range weapons. We should be using our eggs for Boris. Alright, hang on. I have the chance to do some damage. Oh my god, that was way too close. So look at how much damage that did. Joe hitting Boris. They can affect each other. Nice. Oh, this is tricky. Alright, I think we've just got into Boris's range. No! Ooh. That was way too close, man. Alright, Boris is down. We're actually doing alright. I really hope that hit. I don't know where he is. Alright, we did pretty well for this one. We almost had Chorozuna. Right, that's going to be it for this video. We actually didn't do too badly. I know I said at the start of the video that Inkblock Art Academy... Oh, it's Inkblot, not Inkblock. I keep alternating between the two. But anyway, that it's one of the trickier stages to navigate at high tide. We didn't do too badly, to be fair. And we did get a Trivumerate, which that rounded things out quite nicely. So yeah, as per usual, I'll continue to play off camera. I'll see how I do. I'm pretty much on par with how I was the first time round this event happened, which is a very long time ago now. Jesus. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed me suffering at high tide here and there. And let me know how you feel about these events. And when the results roll around, let me know how you did.